And I tell you, the light heavyweight scene throughout, not just merely North America, but throughout the world, and certainly in Australia, are certainly taking quite a big step upwards with the way that the quality of pro wrestling has been vaulting up into new heights, and that's what these light heavyweights bring to the game. And we're seeing three of the very best here tonight, here at International Assault 2005.
What a tour it's been thus far, certainly heading into tonight. A lot of implications springing out of the last two nights in Sydney and Melbourne. Tonight we are going to see the final match in the AJ Styles Christopher Daniels Best of 3 series. And boy, if it's anything like the first two, tonight they are going to tear the house down here in Newcastle. Plus tonight we're going to see Jeff Jarrett challenge Rhino for the World Series of Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Can Jarrett leave Australia with championship gold? Of course, he is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Scott, but tonight he would certainly look to add the WSW World Heavyweight title on his mantelpiece.
Jeff Jarrett will come into that contest angry. Not only did he not win the match where they crowned the inaugural champion, that of course went to Rhino, but he also lost Rhino's initial defense of that title. He's 0 for 2 on this tour.
That's true. These three men beginning to size each other up. And in a three-way matchup, in addition to be able to defeat your opponent, mind you have two opponents, I think one of the key strategies is paying attention, because you could easily lose the match and not be pinned.
Triple threat rules apply here. Kazarian, TNT, and Super Dragon. Look at Kazarian just opening up, and hang on. A little bit of teamwork showing up now between TNT and Super Dragon. Into the ropes goes Kazarian. Roll through escape. Duck under the double clothesline attempt. Arm drag takedown by TNT. Arm drag takedown by Kazarian. Tilt to whirl, no. Into a head scissors takeover. Missed the elbow. Dragon missed the elbow. Kazarian missed the leg drop. All three men up top. Double drop kick, didn't connect. Watch TNT.
The hometown favorite, or the home country favorite, ending up on the top of that encounter.
What a night it was for TNT in Sydney on this International Assault Tour 2005. Can lightning strike twice for the youngster here in Newcastle?
And Kazarian goes hog wild, forearms first, right across the face of the local boy, TNT.
Arm bar into an arm ringer. Duck under escape by Kazarian. Hip toss over the top, and Frankie Kazarian, the future, goes outside. Meanwhile, Dragon, knife edge chop on TNT. Oh, opened him up one more time. And TNT. Reversal. Oh, caught him. Shoulder block. Drop Super Dragon. Step over by TNT. Duck under. Flip through escape. Duck the clothesline. Did TNT. Dragon hit the clothesline. No. DDT from TNT.
Acronyms aside, quick thinking on the part of TNT, but only a 2 count goes.
And TNT and Super Dragon doing battle in center ring. Meanwhile, the future Frankie Kazarian just watching from below the bottom rope on the ring apron.
TNT up on top row and turns it into a great arm drag. Super Dragon trying to counter, but TNT has other plans indeed. Rolling up TNT.
And Kazarian watching furtively from the apron. Watch Frankie. Oh!
Major league leg drop off that top rope. And TNT has seen plenty of stars tonight here in Newcastle.
Oh, I think Frankie Kazarian may have bruised his coccyx.
Again?
Pardon me?
You can probably get arrested for that.
He hit with some authority on that leg drop to break up the pin attempt, but the future is the only one standing.
Interesting to note, Kazarian has wrestled all over the world. Certainly when you take a look at his stature right now in professional wrestling, leaving the WWE earlier this year. Some personality conflicts there, but
that's hard to believe.
Look at this. A situation there. Everybody's locked in. Super Dragon with the advantage.
Super Dragon, the only one not on the wrong end of some submission maneuver.
Super Dragon tying up the legs of TNT. And tying up the head of Frankie Kazarian in the attempt. Good thinking on your feet if you're a Super Dragon.
Uh-oh, surfboard coming up by the Dragon. Oh, no, we've seen that maneuver before from Super Dragon.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how.
I don't want to learn that. Neither does TNT. Just a boot in the back of the head, driving that beak right in the canvas.
Hope they have some good plastic surgeons in Newcastle tonight.
They have good dentists here, I heard.
Well, that's great.
Not again. Here we go. Sets him up. Could it be a real surfboard? No, again. Just a beak buster on TNT.
Number of athletes in the independent scene in North America love doing that move because the match usually ends up much shorter because of it.
Watch Kazarian with the face jam off the ropes.
Good old bulldog. Don't see too many bulldogs down and out under, do we?
Real ones or wrestling ones?
Correct, sir.
Into the ropes goes TNT. Frankie waiting on him. Held on. Backdrop. Kazarian caught himself on the apron. Sets up. Shoulder block on TNT. Kazarian. Slingshot DDT from the apron into the ring.
Kazarian loves that move. We've seen it from him before. One of the many great innovative moves that Kazarian has brought.
Back press, hooked the near leg, got a 2 count.
The Anaheim native taking it to Super Dragon and TNT. TNT with the home field advantage, guys. He is an Australian native. And you can bet competition like this, at least in the form of Kazarian and Super Dragon, doesn't come around too often.
Nice head scissors takeover that time by TNT. Kazarian backed into the corner.
Boy, somersaulting feet first right under the face of the future Frankie Kazarian. Oh, and TNT meets up head first with Super Dragon. End of story. Ouch.
Watch Super Dragon.
TNT has certainly come into his own, certainly making a name for himself. And I know many of the American promoters watching this tour taking note of TNT. An impressive victory the other night in Sydney. Let's see if we can pull it out here in Newcastle tonight. Kazarian now sizing up Super Dragon in the corner. We've seen this before. Here comes.
Good Lord. 2 feet right into them. I'll be polite here, the hamstrings.
And, of course, the kip up. TNT, though, right in there as well with a swinging neck breaker. Slows down Kazarian.
That'll slow down anybody. Boy, TNT very slowly getting to his feet. As this 3-way action between 2 or 3 of the great super light heavyweights in the world today, really impressing the crowd here tonight in Newcastle.
You talk about innovation. Super Dragon throwing his innovative style into the ring as well tonight.
Oh! Right in the
Super
steamed
Dragon
dumplings.
being knocked off his perch and had hamstrings first over that top rope.
Go behind by TNT. Standing switch, waist lock that time. Oh-ho!
Why, super kick right in to that belly-to-back suplex. Super Dragon landing right on his neck there. Very dangerous maneuver.
Boy, these 3 athletes dusting off their A-games here tonight in front of a very hungry Newcastle pro wrestling audience. The International Assault. Wow. Talk about assault. How about airborne assault? Frankie Kazarian sailing, heading over that top rope. Right at the Super Dragon. Yow.
He wiped out Super Dragon and also wiped out his right arm, hitting that guardrail on the way down. TNT from inside.
Hope they cleared that with the Newcastle Tower.
All 3 individuals taking it to high-risk maneuvers. High-flying, high-risk offense is the norm for these 3.
That it is indeed. However, all 3 are now on the ground, on the floor, here in the arena in Newcastle. Who's going to come up with trumps here is anyone's guess. Check that TNT. A little bit of offense, albeit very little. Oh, and a swift kick right to the head from Frankie Kazarian.
Swinging neckbreaker from the future, wiped out TNT. Meanwhile, Super Dragon shaking it loose outside and only a 2 count on TNT from Kazarian.
Yep, Super Dragon is probably in the best position right now, trying to gather his wits. Tripping up! Frankie Kazarian in the attempt.
Super Dragon unloading on the future. The ringside area. Super Dragon going to take it up top.
Oh, look at this.
TNT cut him off.
It's a bit less high risk, though, when you're being thwarted mid-strategy.
Now Kazarian in the ring.
Look at that.
Whoa!
Sunset flip superplex.
Good night. Kazarian knew his ring positioning, anticipated the maneuver of his opponent's perfect execution.
Seeing your opportunities as they arise, no matter how unusual or unpredictable they may be. As these three athletes trying to shake those proverbial cobwebs loose. And Kazarian coming up on the top end of that predicament. I don't think Michael Dunn ever did an airplane spin quite like that.
I think he did at Syracuse. Back press, hooks the far leg, is it over? No, Super Dragon breaks it up. Now Dragon takes TNT, reversal, Dragon, hard into the turnbuckle, TNT. Flip up, no, watch this one. Dragon. Sort of a version of the STF.
Yeah, our perspective doesn't quite nail what exactly the move is involved here. As Dragon definitely grapefining as much as he possibly can every available limb of TNT. Into the ropes, pretty much puts the kibosh on that.
Boy, but TNT, you can see what that took out of this youngster. Kazarian finally shaking loose the cobwebs across the way, but wow! Senton from the top and a drop kick, but only a 2 count.
TNT is still able to kick out. Impressive indeed.
TNT just pancaked there by the larger Super Dragon after that drop kick, connected to Kazarian. And the senton just right on TNT.
Baseball slide right under the face of Super Dragon.
Nice Dragon suplex that time by Dragon, but Kazarian broke it up, saving TNT. And his own skin, too, because TNT was ready to tap out. Oh, no. Escape. Ooh. Back press, hooks the leg, only a 2.
And Super Dragon in great ring position to be able to thwart that 3 count. All three of these competitors paying attention, dusting off their A games here tonight in Newcastle.
Forearm shot from Super Dragon. Kazarian up top. Oh, terrific. Basement drop kick nailed Super Dragon. Kazarian sets him. Got him. Inverted Russian leg sweep. Back press hooks the leg, but TNT breaks it up.
The action is fast and furious. You can't even blink, or you'll miss a very key moment in this 3-way matchup, starting off these festivities here this evening here in Newcastle.
Wow, this is just our first matchup. Yet to come, Nydia, Gail Kim, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Team 3D, Jeff Jarrett Rhino. What a night we have in store. Yet to come, and we're just kicking it off here with this incredible 3-way.
Oh, yes, the evening is young, and the TNT can almost taste victory. Be a rather sweet victory here tonight in his home country, I would think.
TNT gonna take it up top.
Better hurry up, TNT. Don't waste your time. Oh, you wasted your time.
Planted himself on the top turnbuckle. Kazarian.
And TNT sperm count is now in single digit.
Kazarian will follow TNT up to the top. Super Dragon all but out. Kazarian. Oh! From the top. 2. Got him.
Wow, what an incredible win for Kazarian here in Australia. What a move. Let's take a look at it again. From the top rope, flips him over, lands right in the center. Full impact there, and certainly a victory for Kazarian.